What is up, your boys? Archangel here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I want to talk about Bethesda a little bit because I figured this Fallout is so close, it's right around the corner, and there's all this hype around Fallout. Let's talk about Bethesda a little bit. And you can see this as a rant video. It's not really a rant. Like again, it's just another mild-mannered video where we're just talking about the negatives of overhyped company. And when I say overhyped, I'm not talking about their writing. I'm not talking about their gameplay. I'm not talking about their graphics. I'm talking about the musical scores. I'm talking about the bugs and the glitches and the lack of polish that goes into Bethesda games. And everyone who plays Bethesda games, they just write it off like, oh, it's a Bethesda game. You should expect there to be bugs and glitches. But when other games have bugs and glitches, you shit on that game, you shit on that company forever. Like Ubisoft has freaking bugs and Watch Dogs and Unity, and also Ubisoft is one of the worst companies of all time. Every Bethesda game has game-breaking bugs, but because the games are so fun, everyone's like, oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. I said this before when I played Skyrim. I had a character where I had 300 hours put into that character, and usually when you want to save space on your hard drive, you delete auto saves and so you can just keep your hard saves. So I had a playthrough where I just didn't care about auto saves and only had my hard save. And I was doing this mission where you have to take this beacon to Meridia, which is one of the Daedric princes. And during the process of this mission, she lifts you up into the sky and she places you on the ground. Now the bug with this mission is when she lifts you up and puts you down, you just fall down. And when you fall down, you die. And the save at that point was basically right at that moment. So basically, every time I reload my save, I would just fall to my death, fall to my death, fall to my death, fall to my death. And that's game breaking. Unity had bugs like, oh, Arno stuck in a wall. Okay, that's pretty much it. Didn't have game breaking bugs. Bethesda games have game-breaking bugs. I had to delete that character because I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't load to the previous save point because the only save point that I had was a loop of me falling to my death, falling to my death, falling to my death. And Bethesda has always had these kind of bugs. Now I had a bug in another playthrough of Skyrim where I was about 158 minutes in, and I was just just playing around. During the session I played for like 2.5 hours. So I'm just playing the game, having some fun. And so I go to Fort Darngard, and out of nowhere they all start attacking me. Now, I'm not a vampire, so that's not the reason. They just randomly, like the game, like the DLC glitched to a point where they just saw me as a hostile and started attacking me. So I had to freaking delete. Luckily, I had a save point before then where I could go back to, but I had to get rid of like 2.5 hours of gameplay. And people just like, oh, it's Bethesda. You should be used to these glitches and bugs. We are used to these glitches and bugs from Bethesda, and that's kind of the problem. Bethesda is used to us just not caring about glitches and bugs, so they don't really care about freaking making the game polished. And the hypocrisy to me in this whole situation is people, they'll get on one company's ass for the bugs and glitches they have in the game, then ignore it from their favorite developers because they make their favorite games. And just in general, Bethesda games are usually always overhyped to begin with. Like people were so freaking pumped about Skyrim, and Skyrim's a great game, but it's not the best game. It's not the best game on the 360. It's not the best game on PS3. It's not the best visual game on the 360 or PS3. But people are like this. People praised it like it was some kind of god game. Yet it was filled with glitches and bugs. It was filled with moments where you have to reload your save. And it's the same thing with New Vegas, the same thing with Fallout 3, and it's the same thing with Daggerfall. It's the same thing with the current Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls Online. It's buggy and glitchy, and you're constantly reloading your save. But people ignore it because Bethesda. And I saw a video recently of someone talking about Fallout 4, and said, oh, I can't wait for Fallout 4. We know it's gonna be buggy, but we don't care. Why? Why don't we care? Because I'm trying to get into the mindset of us ignoring the issues Bethesda has in their games. Like we'll freaking destroy a company if we're having a day one patch. it will destroy a company for having glitches of any kind of sort. But Bethesda gets a pass. Why Bethesda gets a pass? Now, I understand, like I said, I understand. You really like the developer. I understand that. I understand they have really good games, but a bug's a bug and a glitch is a glitch. And it's some glitches are acceptable, some bugs are acceptable. Like there's a glitch in The Witcher where one of the side quests, like the freaking werewolf falls through the map. And CD Projekt is wherever they're gonna fix it. And as much as I love The Witcher, I was like, wow, this is a pretty stupid glitch. But it's not game breaking. Elder Scrolls, Fallout have game breaking glitches. And you go through, you're like, this is frustrating. You want to rage, but well, I do rage, but everybody else who plays Bethesda games pretty much is like, okay, who cares? It's Bethesda. I don't mind restarting an entire 300 hours. I'll go back to square one and just replay the game over again because it's that good of a game. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But to me, don't sit here and be a hypocrite and bash one company for having bugs and glitches and then give Bethesda a pass. I don't care how good Bethesda games is compared to this company's game. A buggy game is a buggy game. We should want these developers to perfect the perfection of these games, to have these games ready for us when they release. I don't care if it needs delays, just make sure it's polished. And like I said, we can accept certain glitches, like just like those usual little like textual pop-ins. We can accept like a NPC falling through the map or something, or NPC just not appearing. But we can't accept game-breaking glitches where we have to delete an entire character and start all the way over because the game glitched and you can't do anything about it. I've had a lot of those in Skyrim. I've had a lot of those in New Vegas. That's one reason why I don't even like New Vegas, because there's so many bugs in New Vegas. Fallout 3 doesn't have near as many bugs in New Vegas, but it still had its flaws and its bugs. But that's just my point. We have a very hypocritical community. I'm making another video about this. It'll probably come out either Wednesday or Monday, where it's about like other hypocritical things, like in the reviewing process. We have a very hypocritical community, and this is just another one of those things that people are hypocritical about. We'll bash one company, but praise another company when it comes to like these bugs and glitches. And I'll say right now, I've played every genre of every game out there, and I've never played a game as buggy as New Vegas. Never played a game as buggy as Skyrim. Both are good games, but I've never played a game that buggy. But shrug. What can we can do? They're not gonna freaking prioritize polishing if no one cares. They're not gonna prioritize polishing when everyone makes a video on YouTube going, "It's Bethesda. Who cares? The games are great." You can't like. It is what it is. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you took this time to watch the video. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Link in the description to my Twitch be in the description. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Do all that good stuff. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I've just been way too busy with freaking school. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna start streaming again pretty soon, hopefully, and then I'll get fresher and better gameplay. Still trying to figure out some things with the channel in terms of like networking, in terms of like software to use for like uploading. Right now I use Movie Maker, which is freaking like shitting on the quality of my gameplay, and I don't like that. But I'm gonna try to fix it. But again, let me guys know what you think of the discussion video, and again, I hit you guys up maybe Monday, maybe Wednesday, with another video where I'll talk about game reviews. As if for me, guys, peace.